Yes, this is me, Hudson George, again, doing a live on another Grenadian topic. Now, we had in Grenada 2 days ago heavy rain, and perhaps based on a record with modern technology. Maybe that's the most rain recorded in Grenada. They say in 6 hours. A lot of places in Grenada that never was flooded. Now, my topic today is, they say climate change and places in Grenada that is not safe for citizens to make the residency. So you don't suit residential or to build communities. All right. They pointed place like Soubise, St. Andrews. Right? That's what the authorities say. They say Soubise is not a good place for people to live. Because sagas coming up on the show. And also climate change, Soubise is lowland. So over the time, some people leave the Soubise area and perhaps someplace close to the sea in Maki. But mostly Soubise and Andrews, they targeted. Alright? Now, they never mention River Road as a place that is not suitable for people to make permanent homes. Now, historically, River Road is a riverbank and a road built from the city of St. George, from the capital city, St. George's, to pass in Grenadian terminal, where we say going over the hills, go up Grenada. And when you reach Vendome, after you cross Vendome, you enter St. Andrew, the big parish. So the Grenada Forest is cover the whole of, is part of St. Andrew. Already lake is all up there. That is St. Andrew, right? So this is a shortcut to travel from St. George's to Grenville and Grenville to St. George's. Right? We say over the hills. Right? Alright. It's a tourist site too. Tourists go up to Grenada Lake, one of the wonders of the world. So, my topic today is, if Soubise is unsuitable for people to, they don't advise people to build houses in Soubise. Now, River Road is a danger zone in Grenada, and historically, River Road was developed by squatters. Long ago, people leave other parts of Grenada and go and live in River Road looking for job in the city. There's a lot of people living in River Road that come from the outer parishes. And they make River Road their home. Right? And you have the Queen's Park, Savannah, now called the National Stadium, close to the right in the River Road. We don't say we call it the National Stadium, but it's in the River Road area, in the Dabo end, right? So now we know in Grenada you are tongue and country and all them things. And when disaster struck in Grenada, the loudest voices you know, they're asking for the share. It's people in the south of the island. When something happens, they want the share. And I don't blame them to ask for the share of the Grenadian pie. But when disaster take place in the outer parishes, you never heard a bid for us. They don't ask for us in the outer parishes. Now they say climate change. We had breakwater problem in Soubise, most northern town in St. Patrick. Now, when River Road wasn't populated by squatters, Sutters had the second biggest port in Grenada. A storm destroyed Sutters port sometime in the 1900s. I don't want to call what date. So, if I am correct, it's supposed to be in either 1941 or 1944 way. 44, they say they had a storm. Or it could be in 1923 or 21 or way. But some way, sometime. But it's most likely was in the 1940s. So this port was destroyed, right? So never rebuilt. Squatters developed River Road. And River Road ended up had a housing scheme in Gary time. But what the housing scheme is not they're safe from the water. But also they could be affected because there is a big hill over where the housing scheme is. Take you up to what is red, where you're going up to where the government houses is up so, and it's a fallen edge going down to the River Road there because the city of St. George is built on a mountain. Right? So my point is, will the government, that's arguing about a wall. If the government had built a wall to prevent the water coming from the Grenada, coming down the Colliery River, St. John River, right? But the water coming from St. Andrew, going into the parish of St. George, down in the lower land, right? As it go down the gully or the valley. So the different distributaries from the Grenada Lake go into that St. John River. Okay, now they're arguing on social media yesterday. It become political. If the new government they continue building the wall, the area would not have flood. Right? Instead of the two political party supporters coming up with solution and ask, if the government give people permit to build more buildings in River Road, they are arguing yellow and green, not looking at the problem wouldn't end after that flood. Because we're going to get heavy rain again. And even though they build a wall to save the road, when debris come out up in the Grenada, up St. Andrew and come down all the different distributaries, come down. Once big logs of wood and other debris block the water passage, it's going to flood. And the volume of water coming up from the Grenada, when he reach past the Bolio area and he enter in to where they say what? Mongay, River Road and them place. With all this debris and all them old thing. If they build a wall, it still go flood because once the water been blocked, the volume going to rise and it's going to go over the road. And if they get heavy rain like what they get 2 days ago, even though you have a wall, the pressure going to break the wall. So I think the government should declare River Road a place where they shouldn't give no more building permit to build any more building in River Road. What they building that buildings that are there already, let them stay, let the building continue with the residents. But they shouldn't encourage people to go putting up new building in the River Road area because that's a high risk area. It's like government didn't move everybody in Soubise, but they suggest that Soubise is not good for people to live because of climate change. Plus the sargassum and the low line, the cedars coming there. So if the cedars coming with the tide, well, when we get heavy rain, River Road go flood again. You see? But now you're hearing the people in the south are very vocal for when they want something. And I don't blame them, as I said. Why the people in the big parish sleeping? They're sleeping. They will argue yellow and green. But the people in the parish of St. George, sometimes they don't go yellow and green, They know what they want. They play us rope-a-dope when they're ready. So, breakwater in Sutter is never complete. I guess people must live in Soubise bit by bit. I understand after, I think one of the two major hurricanes was Hurricane Ivan and Hurricane Emily. A lot of people move up to Dunfermline. You gotta remember, a lot of people move up to Dunfermline, so they move. Now, River Road is, what you call it? As I said, it's a squatters area. And then you have squatters over the double end too. Right? This is people who leave the country and move to town. And where they come out all about. So the next generation belongs to St. George's town, right? Now, one person lost their life. A lady, a young woman. When you watch the photo, it could bring tears in your eye. The woman, you could see life in her face. Life. A youthful face still. And she died in the flood, right? It's sad. When you watch the photo, as a human being, you feel so sorry for the lady. Only if you have a heart of iron, you won't feel for that lady. It's sad to watch. So, instead of people showing sympathy for the lady, they are going over that wall in River Road. Because they're more interested in the politics more than human life. To protect the political party. But I don't think we should arguing over that right now. We should more focus on what you call the urban planning of St. George's. And where it's safe to stay for citizens to live, and where are places that are not safe to live, than turning it into green and yellow. Now, again, I remember when we had the hurricane hit the north of Grenada, St. Patrick parish where I'm from. I know as somebody in the Bolio Boca area, I know them good. That individual is a strong NDC and a pro-Maurice Bishop supporter. So he belongs to the Maurice Bishop PRG kind of NDC person. And one day we had a discussion and he got mad with me and he called me a country bookie and like in the country we don't have the development and all them shit, and how we come and we get a hurricane. He refers to us being poor. And I even had to ask him, what is in the Boca area and Boca Bolio area that is so developed more than in the north where I'm from in terms of living condition? And he couldn't answer. After that, he never called me again. We used to chat on What's up? So now disasters don't choose place in Grenada to strike. Barely toss up not. That heavy rain damage a lot of places in the south of Grenada. So we so ignorant for politics. When one thing happen in one location, we glad. Not knowing there are 4 elements in the world: fire, water, wind, and earth. An earthquake could shake down a part in Grenada one day. A fire could burn down a whole part in Grenada one day. A hurricane could pass in one part in Grenada one day. Flooding could pass in one part in Grenada one day. But all because of politics. We will try to verbally abuse our neighbors, you know. I remember the brethren him go far to tell me, oh, all your country people, all you just want what tongue people have. And all them crap. You see how we ignorant? All because he is a pro-Maurice Bishop, pro-NDC supporter. He come up with that theory. Now, I personally believe the government should pass some laws where no more building should be built in River Road again. Because River Road, that St. John River maybe is the shortest river in Grenada. I totally believe that. I don't know all of Grenada, but when I was the Grenada to St. George's to Queen's Park, the Grenada, which is in St. Andrew, because after you leave the Grenada, you leave the Grenada, you pass St. Andrew, you go end up in Vendome. Vendome is the beginning of St. George. And Vendome to Queen's Park is just a few miles. Right? So, I believe that river is the shortest river in Grenada. And coming from that height of mountain, from St. Andrew Day, that volume of water, there is no wall could build in River Road to prevent an next flood. Because once debris could block that bridge, block any bridge or any area as the river come down, the place going to flood again. Because I remember I was in Grenada one year. I from Hermitage St. Patrick. And down Lower Hermitage in a place with us called Callaloo. When you pass Hermitage Government School, there is a Hermitage River where there's flow from the Peggy Swim, mixed up with the GruGru-Baily water and water coming from Belmont, and them place, and flowing back into the big river between St. Andrew and St. Patrick. That river does go on empty there. So lower in Hermitage there, that river brought down a big tree. I don't know how, I'm still asking my question. That tree is so huge. How the water brought down that big tree. And when he reached the bridge, right in Hermitage, we just call that area Callaloo. I think a few years ago they built a higher bridge there now. Not just recently they built a higher bridge there. It's stuck there. They had to get bulldozers and chainsaw, and not any chainsaw. Heavy duty thing to cut wood, to cut up that big tree with all the root. I even want to say, well, how that water bring that day? Now, that is a good example. They had to use bulldozer and all kind of machine and cut up that wood. Not little chainsaw they had to move to get that out. So, imagine in the Grenada, if big trees so come down, that river pass all Bolio coming down and all them place. You go tell me you building a wall in river road could stop the river from breaking the bank again? I don't believe that. River road should be declared a place where you don't build no more houses again. Because the river road is a river bank. And we must stop politicize things that happen in Grenada. Everything in Grenada is not politics. If lightning hits some people in a church praying, because that does happen in Africa a lot of time. Lightning hit church and kill people. Just not too long ago, it happened again in Africa, in one of them African countries. So if lightning hit a church white people praying in Grenada, they politicizing it. Rainfall is politics. Fire burn a place is politics. Everything is politics. But not everything we must politicize. And I always say again, rural Grenadian must speak up. And as you see, Grenada have this little island gas there. It might take 2-3 years or 5 years before they could extract that island gas. Rural Grenadian, instead of you arguing only yellow and green, speak up so you get a better voice in society. Because when we have disasters in Grenada, when it happens in the south of the island, they go quick fix it. Ours doesn't quick fix. Whether it's a school what damage, they won't do it for you quick. So how are you from St. George's? From St. George. Like me, I from St. Patrick. We and the people of Carriacou and them place, we get less treatment. If we don't make nice, they don't even listen to us. So the Soubise factor and the river road factor, I see it as the same. So this cry to develop, spend money in river road again. Me, Hudson George, as a country bookie from St. Patrick, I'm saying it again. River road shouldn't be a place government spending a lot of money on again. River road should be declared a place where it's not safe for people to live. Just as Soubise. And spend the money on another place. Fix the road over the Grenada and coming down. The road in River Road should be good. But it shouldn't be developed into a place where populated. Because it's not safe. The river is going to come down again one day. We say it's climate change. And if it's climate change, the river is going to come down again. So River Road should be declared not suitable for residential, just like Soubise in St. Andrew. River Road, St. George's should be declared the same way. What good for the goose, good for the gander. Anyway, this is me, Hudson George. I gone, you know. I gone till I come again. This is all I have to say. I gone till I come